This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Hi, welcome to this Glazov moment with John Guandolo from Understanding the Threat. Putting it all into perspective. As many people look at all of the events going on, the ongoing investigation against the president for quote-unquote collusion with the Russians, there is no evidence on the table. And then we see things at the border, like thousands of people coming to the border, foreign governments telling us they're ISIS or Islamic State terrorists in there. How about the fact that the terrorists who killed Israeli athletes at the '72 Olympics in Munich, one of the terrorists' grandsons ran for Congress in the last election for a congressional seat in California. We see things like comments from Congresswoman Cortez and Ilhan Omar and Linda Sarsour, for that matter, that are outrageous, they are hateful, in some cases seditious, treasonous, threatening comments, and we're wondering why. We see George Soros pouring $1 million into district attorney races all over the country. $1 million per race. In the last 6 to 8 months, he's poured $17 billion into efforts here in the United States. So the question is, what is all this about? How does it all tie together? And why am I, as the president of UTT, even talking about it? As Understanding the Threat has discussed, and I have discussed on other Glazov moments, what we are facing are real movements from Islam and the Marxists here in the United States, of course globally, but here in the United States. And the model into which we put this is called the political warfare model. That is a form of warfare. It has nothing to do with Democrats and Republicans. This is about war. And there are counter states, an Islamic counter state and a Marxist counter state. And each of these has organization, structure, leadership, is well-funded, has doctrine for the Islamic counter-state, Sharia, for the Marxist counter-state, Marxism, and they are very advanced in the society. Now, America is very good at fighting wars with guns and bombs and planes. We are not good at fighting this. And the U.S. intelligence and counterintelligence apparatus is catastrophically broken. So don't hold your breath waiting for it to get involved and deal with this. So an interesting thing happened the other day that helped me deliver this message in a way that I'm going to deliver it to you now because I realized it's very effective. A gentleman asked me as I was sharing with him about the threats, the threat of Islam specifically. He was more concerned with Texas turning blue, going Democrat. And I said, well, that's interesting you say that, sir, because that's actually what I'm talking about. And he said, how so? And I said, do you know how America takes down a country if it wants to bring a country down? We embed ourselves into their infrastructure, into their defense infrastructure, their power bases, get control of the media, get into the decision-making loop of that country, control it, and drive it into the direction we want it to go. Does that make sense? He said, yes. I said, that is what the enemy has done to us from top to bottom, and they are crushing us. So when you see all those things I mentioned earlier, or you see something like Texas at the verge of going Democrat or Marxist, it's not because there are more people walking around knocking on doors. That's not it at all. It's because there is an organized national effort by the Marxist counterstate in league with the jihadis, the Islamic counterstate, to do so. And so you have jihadis in Texas working with our leadership, working with Christians and Jews and local city councils, and you have Marxists doing the same thing, attacking from other directions. And they're implementing policies, and they're giving them to Republicans to implement so they seem like conservative policies. Like just this week, jihadis under the Gulen School Network trying to get the Royal Charter Public Schools into Texas. And understanding the threat was able to take some action in league with other people to get that stopped. Here's the point. All of these things are not random things. Voter fraud in Texas, border issues, all of these things are directly linked to the Islamic counterstate and the Marxist counterstate. They are lines of operation in a war meant to bring down this country. It's organized, it's coordinated, and it's intentional. What's the point? Understanding the Threat is the only organization in the country giving citizens, police, and state leaders, local leaders, and federal leaders, if they'll actually participate, tools to identify these things, these counter states, and how to dismantle them at the local and state level. Join us as we put freedom back on the offensive where it belongs, and we take the fight to this enemy at every level. Please use understandingthethreat.com, our website. We have our DVDs, our books, our streaming videos, our audio, our free resources there to help you understand these threats. Also, go to our YouTube channel. We're on Parler at UTT, Twitter at UTT_US. We're on Facebook, Understanding the Threat. Please use all of these resources, and especially go to wvwtv.com and watch the television shows online there. We have a weekly radio show. You can link to it at our website, understandingthethreat.com, or go to worldviewweekend.com/radio. Please support Jamie Glazov and his team for all the great work they do. God bless you. Thank you. And join us again as we take the fight to the enemy and put freedom back on the offensive where it belongs. This has been a Glazov moment with John Guandolo.